Hi, in this example we're going to have a look at custom navigation. Now this is something I personally believe is a great investment over and above a basic tour. Let me just demonstrate that to you. I thought it was easier rather than giving you a text link to show you in video as we have a look through it. And should just say that everything I'm showing here is an example. There is a link in the notes below so you can go and have a look at it at your own time. In your own time, I should say. Right, so let me just show you first of all, this is a standard tour as it comes out, and this is just going back to a client now for proofing. I've still got some editing to do. I've still got a nasty shadow there I need to do something with. This comes in as standard, take it or leave it. It's just explaining you before you do any further how you navigate. Now by default you get these thumbnails for each of the scenes that we create, and as I click on one of these it will take me through to the another area of the tour. But what you miss with that really is there's no reference. You don't know where these things relate. Is this the room just inside? Is it way down the corridor? So it doesn't overly help you in that. And what we're doing now with this one is to go back to the client, and we're starting to put hotspots in, and we will create a map before this goes live. But I wanted to show you the basic. I'm going to shut them as I go because this is quite draining on the computer with doing recording as well. Home Seeker. Here's an example. This is inside a property. As you can see if I have a little spin around. And these are the floor plans that Home Seeker use within their prospectuses. So every time I start a new project for them, they will send me one of these floor plans over. And we're in the lounge at the minute. This is what I mean about being able to see how the thing fits together. We can jump from here into the kitchen. And we're straight into the next scene. Now, I will talk in another video about linking hotspots. That's what these are. One of these will take me back to the lounge. But for now, we're just looking at the custom navigation. The symbols on here, everything is customized. So I will start with this. If you came back and said, actually, I don't like those symbols, can you change it? We can do that. Here are the tours. These are photos that will appear, and it just explains that on there. So when you click on that, and again, I'll look at this in another video. These are photo hotspots. Click on that and a photo will disappear. So that's how a floor plan can work here. Now if you don't have a map like that, or maybe the rooms aren't adjacent and it isn't as obvious, we could just create for you a list. And this, as you see, gives a little preview. Again, totally customized. These are the colors of the Kingsgate Conference Centre website. Let's jump into the auditorium. This is my favorite. Hide that menu because it's taking over a bit of the view there. And this is the beautiful conference centre here at Peterborough, which is actually also our church. That's full on a Sunday morning twice over. So this is again navigation. You can click here. This would link you and take you back into that atrium. And you may see this one again. Peterborough City Hospital. Now their navigation up here, we framed or styled on the navigation they have around the site. Now this scene doesn't let you, there isn't a map. If you go into their main entrance, you will see signage exactly the same as this. I took a photo while I was out and brought it back, and that's how we wrote this out. Even the fonts are pretty much identical. So on here I can click and go through to another area. What is going to happen is you're going to hear the audio kick in as soon as we do this, and voiceovers is something else we'll talk about later. Actually, I've got the sound off on this at the minute, so maybe it won't. But this is taking us from one area to the next. Now, we used to use arrows. I find them a little bit big and clunky now. So again, linking hotspots, you'll see the different ones we produce now. And these are photo hotspots again, or information actually. Information hotspots that simply come up with text like that. There's nothing if you click it. A very simple, cheap, or I should say cost-effective way of adding more information. Again, the map just disappears. Truckfest, this was on the back of their brochure. A great way of showing, this is the plan of the site. As you click on here, we gave a little snippet of what's to come. inside the showground out here. Let's have a look. This was a fun one at Mercedes. They actually had the animal team doing all this BMX stuff. And you will see this one again later. I'll hide this menu for now because this is an example of a high level tour. Look how much higher I am. That's my bald spot down there actually. We were able to freeze this and just catch the guys doing their different stunts. Again, there's the big arrows taking you through if you want to go to a different area, or you open the menu up down here and can go in from there. Do just point out, Optical FX was our name for nearly 11 years. We've changed over now to Smart Virtual Tours, but some of these examples will have the old branding on them. Kimbolton School, one of my favourites here. Open up the map. I mean, what a school. But open up the map here. That's what we're looking at the moment. And this will take you through. This is really showing an example on here of how this, the painting there, the drawing is what they use themselves. I don't actually get involved in drawing these up. This could have been an aerial photo. It could have been just a list of areas, but this works really well again to be able to show you how all these areas fit in relation. These are the boarding houses down here in the high street, and you can see how close they fit in. The Mews area, different parts around here. I'll show this one again because this is a good use of photo hotspots rather than doing tours in all of these areas. That we've simply used photo hotspots that show you inside the arts centre there, for instance. And these are our pulsing hotspots I was referring to that now take you from one area to the next. We even got the van to pull up with the canoes here so that you can see a little bit more about their outdoor pursuits. The whole thing here, notice that we've got a bar along the top, a bar along the bottom. We've got their branding on here. It tells you which area you're in. This is something that is quite unique to this tour. And even the buttons along the bottom here are very different. So as I change and go to the high street, notice that down here this changes and you know which area you're in. Everything is customized on here. I can't get that across enough. Want just to give you some inspiration here. This is their girls boarding area. Girls up and down the high street, and we are demonstrating as well a high level tour. Peterborough Maternity Hospital coming up next. This is our last but one. Again, these guys really wanted us to go to town and do something with this. We've framed it. Again, we've got this feature on here that tells us which area we're in. You can change the maps here, change the picture. You'll see that there can be similar, you know, someone says to us, I really like that tour that you've done. We'll copy that to some extent, but put our own stamp on it. This tour also demonstrates voiceovers, and as I click here, it'll give me a little introduction and a welcome. Again, the maps just disappear. Bring them back as you like. And the last one. Now I've deliberately come to this page, and what I want to show you here is maybe where we draw our inspiration from. This is Tresham College that we have done 3 tours for now. We've done their motorsport, British Motorsport College, which is at Silverstone. We've done their Kettering campus, and we've done their Corby one. This is the Corby campus. Let me show you it here. Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. Virtual tours. Let me show you the Corby campus. Note how we have, when you look back at this page, this nice sweeping branding that they've got on their site. That was really my inspiration for drawing up the menu that we did. And yeah, as you can see, you can close this navigation down. You get exactly that same curve. And you can jump into any of these areas from this map. Again, different symbols down here. Everything has changed. The buttons are different. The preloader on this one. And yeah, hopefully that's all the tours I wanted to show you. Hopefully just showed you that going that little bit extra, we believe our tours are really out there at the front and leading the way. A lot of people will just come in and do this spinning around tour without really giving a lot of consideration to the navigation. We believe this is so key to it. And please watch the other videos. We've got a lot of information to show you. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much.